Hi, dear students. Let's see this question that came in JEE Advanced Paper 1 Physics in the year 2018. The question is seemingly very simple. No, actually, it is very simple, not seemingly, from the topic of capillary rise. But still, many good students in India could not get full marks or got negative marks in this question because of one particular thing. So let us see what I'm talking about. But before that, we will see how we should have solved this question. Okay, so basically there is a capillary tube of radius r which is inserted in water. The water rises up till height h. The surface tension is sigma. The angle of contact is theta. We have to ignore the water inside the meniscus, and we have to comment upon the relation between h and r, h and sigma, h and gravity, and the angle of contact and h. So first let us see what is happening over here. This is the surface of the water. Let us say the water rises up till height h. So this will be h. Okay, this angle will be theta. So we have to ignore the water in the meniscus. So we know the standard formula h equals to 2 sigma cos theta by r rho g. They are using sigma for the surface tension. R is the radius of the capillary, rho is the density of the water, g is the acceleration due to gravity, and h is the height measured from the surface up till the bottom point of the meniscus. Right? Now, if you go back to options, for a given material of the capillary tube, h decreases with increase in r. Of course, this is correct because we can see that h and r are inversely proportional. So this is right. For a given material of the capillary tube, h is independent of sigma. This is again wrong because we can see that h is directly proportional to sigma, and while the option says that it is independent of the sigma. This is wrong. If the experiment is performed in a lift going up with a constant acceleration, then h decreases. So if lift starts going up, then we realize that gravity will become g plus a, right? Gravity will become g plus a, and hence we can see that the value of g will become g effective. It will increase, so h will decrease, right? So option C is right. H is proportional to contact angle theta. Okay, so this is wrong because h is not proportional to theta. H is proportional to cos theta. So this is wrong. Okay. Now two interesting observations. Let me tell you. Many students got this wrong. Many students got this wrong because they marked option D correct. Why? Like they were not careful enough. They thought that H is proportional to theta. Of course, this is a careless error, not a very conceptual one, but this is a careless error. They thought that this is satisfying by equals to mx sort of equation, but we should realize that h is not proportional to theta. H is proportional to cos theta, right? So this will be wrong. But there was one more reason because of which many students got it wrong. Okay, not many, I would say, but few very good students. Now, if you read option C, this option created sort of ambiguity, very slight ambiguity. If this experiment is performed in lift going up with a constant acceleration, then h decreases. Is this always right? If you read the language carefully, performed in a lift going up with a constant acceleration, h decreases. Let us see. Suppose this capillary is kept in a lift. So I'm showing you a lift. This is the lift. It is going up and acceleration is downwards. So read what I'm saying. Velocity is upwards, but acceleration is downwards and it's constant. So can you see it is going up with a constant acceleration, right? It is going up with a constant acceleration. So in this case, we realize that gravity will become g minus a and h will increase. H will increase. So in this case, option C will be wrong. Okay. So that is what some of the few students thought, and hence they were in a dilemma and they did not mark option C and they ended up getting partial marks, right? So I believe that IT should have been more careful with their statement framing. Of course, they wanted to say that it is going with a constant acceleration that is directed upwards. But in my opinion, they should have been more careful with statement framing. Okay, because of this kind of language, very good students, they lost some marks. Okay. Anyway, that's my take. So we realized that what they wanted to say was that the acceleration is directed upwards only, but the language that they had used is not actually implying the same. Anyway, so that's the correct answer, A and C. So thank you.